Hey there everybody, this is Lee with Creative2xmom, and this video is going to be our October morning basket. So it's hard to believe that it's October already. As I am filming this video, I'm in the last days of September and we are hitting a heat wave again. So of course I feel like I should be more appropriately dressed for fall, but I'm in a tank top and shorts. Looking at the forecast next week and rolling into October, it's going to cool off again, which I'm very thankful for. I'm so ready for fall to come. In our family, fall is kind of a celebratory time of year because, as you guys know, Josiah just had a birthday. Noah and I both have birthdays in October, and for me, I just feel like it's my favorite season because it's kind of that calm before the storm of the holidays hits, and it's just fun to see all the colors outside and the changing seasons. And so for me personally, I think of fall as being pumpkins and apples and farm animals. So we still have fall here. It just means that when I go pick out my pumpkins, I might be in flip-flops. In fact, I probably will be in flip-flops. It's just whether or not we'll have pants or shorts on that day, but definitely still flip-flops. So I've been going around with fall in mind and picking out items for our morning basket for October, and I wanted to share with you what I have gathered so far. And this is probably the bulk of it. Because we love fall and it's so celebratory in our home, I have a really hard time not going overboard in our morning baskets in October and November. I feel like there's so many things that I want to include that it's really hard to limit it. So I'll try not to make this video too long. The first is the llama who had no pajama. I cannot remember if I shared this in September or not. I did pick it up in the middle of September, and this is our poetry book right now. We are reading about 3 or 4 poems a day because they're all pretty short. I anticipate that we will finish this sometime in the middle of November. They're just fun, lighthearted. This is especially good for that younger elementary set. My junior higher could handle something a little bit more substantial, but he's enjoying these as well. So that's our poetry. I Know It's Fall by Ellen Spinelli. This is just a fun book about fall, how we know that the seasons are changing, some of the signs, of course, apples and pumpkins and farm life. This is just an easy reader by National Geographic Kids called Halloween. It's a level 1. We got it on a giveaway at one time or another. Talks about Halloween traditions, fun facts, pumpkin picking, the whole 9 yards. On that same fall theme, The Biggest Pumpkin Ever by Stephen Kroll. My little guy, who's in 1st grade, is really enjoying this book, plus also my 4th grader. It's much too easy for her, but it's just a fun one. Pumpkin Soup by Helen Cooper, and this is about a group of animals that go about creating their pumpkin soup and the adventures that they go on, and it's specifically related to fall. And then we've got some science stuff in our basket as well. We have Salmon by Sylvia M. James. I included this one because our local fish hatchery does a salmon festival mid to late October. We're going to be talking about salmon with my 1st grader. He's just finishing up his science space unit. So we will have just 1 or 2 weeks about salmon, and I figured this would be a good science reader for us. It talks about the different types of salmon, how they spawn, what the eggs are like, how they migrate, the whole thing. This is a good one to include in our baskets. And also on the science and fall theme, Sunshine Makes the Seasons. So we've been talking about how the earth is tilted, which creates the seasons, how there's different seasons in different hemispheres. This will go along with our science unit. Let's see. This is something that I've had in my curriculum stash for a really long time. I purchased it several years ago when Lydia was in 2nd grade and Noah was in 4th grade, and we were going to do it together. We got about 4 or 5 lessons into it and never finished it. It's called Proper Manners and Health Habits. This is put out by Rod and Staff Curriculum, and I really like it. It was just that it was another thing. You know, I felt like our days were so segmented, and it was just another little 5-minute throw-in thing, and it was like, is this really even getting to my kids? So I decided that I was going to put it away for a while, and I took it out this year, put it on Josiah's shelf, and it's the end of September. We still have not gotten to it because, again, it's just another thing, you know. So I decided to put it into our morning basket. We're only going to be reading 1, maybe 2 a week because there's only 30 lessons in here, and I'm just going to read it with the kids. The first one we did today, and it's about good manners. So it was about saying please, thank you. Again, these are all parenting things and things that we do throughout our day, but it's just a gentle reminder. Mealtime manners, saying please pass me the food instead of just reaching across the table, elbows off the table, respecting other people's privacy, respecting school property, taking care of your room, just different things like that. A lot of it is manners, but then again, there's also the hygiene part of it. 5 brushes that keep us healthy. So there's a shoe brush, a hairbrush, a toothbrush, a nail brush, a lint roller, only they talk about it being a brush, coughing and sneezing, remembering to use your elbow. So I'm going to be reading this with the kids at least once a week, trying to work up to twice a week, depending upon the week, of course. But I think this will be just a good addition and a gentle reminder for us to all work together and how to develop some of these manners and habits. Specifically focusing for my little guy, but a gentle reminder for my older kids as well. Our read aloud, you guys know we do our read aloud at night before bed. My husband's actually taken this over, and he really enjoys it. The kids love reading with him, and it's a good way for them to settle down before bed. We are going to be moving into the 3rd book in the Indian in the Cupboard series. The 3rd one is The Secret of the Indian by Lynn Reed Banks. This is number 3. I'm having a hard time getting a hold of number 4. So I'm hoping that we will start number 4 before the end of October, because this one actually looks pretty short. There's only 19 chapters. I'm hoping we will start number 4 before the end of October, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a hold of it. So that's the plan for that. We always end, oops, I don't want to jump to ending, talking about our 50 States Postcards. So we have joined a 50 States Postcard exchange. I will link the Facebook group down below if you are interested. As these come in, I include them in our morning time. I figure they're a good way for the kids to learn American geography. They're a fun way to just get a little snippet. Even the states that have repeated, they've come from different people, so they highlight different facts or history or things about their state. So it always keeps it fresh and new and interesting for learning geography. I have included a couple of poems for October, but also 2 scripture verses, and we're going to be memorizing 2 Timothy 1:7 and Jeremiah 29:11. I just put them on index cards, and then I put them inside of our devotional. So those are the 2 scripture verses that we're going to be memorizing in October. I also have a book on hold at the library about some just fall poems, so we will probably be adding 1 or 2 of those as well. And I just do the same thing that I do with our postcards. I stick them inside of our devotional, so they're there every day for us to go over. And we're still reading through Jesus Calling. I don't know how I feel about this. I think I really want to go back to either reading a Bible storybook or reading from the Bible. Although this has been nice, I don't feel like we're getting as much out of it as we could. So I'm going to be doing some research in October and probably making a switch for November. It's okay. It's just after a while I feel like, okay, I need something deeper. So that's all the items in our October morning basket. I know I feel like I rambled in this video, but I'm so excited for pumpkins and apples. You will notice there was no apple books, and that's because I'm looking across at my bookshelf right now, and we're also going to be reading How to Make an Apple Pie and See the World's, but I left it over there on accident. So that's all the items in our morning basket for the month of October. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you are sharing in your morning basket this month. And give this video a thumbs up if you love morning basket videos. I started binge watching these a few months ago, and it inspired me to create our own morning basket. And we are really loving running with the idea. So I hope you guys are enjoying them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.